Well, we've started off this Monday candle how we typically do, on a red note. Doesn't matter whether it's a green week or a red week. It seems like every single Monday we have started off kind of in the crapper. That doesn't have to be the case for the rest of the week. Doesn't even have to be the case for the rest of today. In fact, we've seen a long sweep overnight that's now opened up this week to take place organically. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way all week, but I want to remind everybody that the news from last week has not fallen deaf on the market. It's going to be a lot of volume, a lot of volatility, and likely a lot of accumulation taking place as well. Want to walk through just a few things here in the space. I want to talk about a filing that could actually be beneficial for ADA as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So overseas money has done some selling. It kind of is what it is, right? Not really a surprising thing. We're red to start the day. ADA's at about 85.75 at the time of filming this video, and ADA's doing what it normally does when we drop below 90 cents. We traverse the range, we come back down towards 84, 85 cents, and then we're going to try to work our way back to the upside. It's not really anything new. No need to freak out. I will say what we do have to watch here is ADA's building two bullish formations. One's a bull flag, one's a bull pennant. It's a question of, which are we going to follow here? Obviously, our bull pennant, you guys can see up here. If we get a nice bounce and try to attack 90 cents again, that could be a really good spot for ADA to attempt that breakout that we're waiting for. Nice extension, right? If we continue to drop down, we might be targeting about 80 cents. That'd be down towards the bottom of this bull flag that we're building. So I tried to lighten up some of these lines so people can read this just a little bit easier, but that's kind of where we're at right now. We'll see how the day progresses. Obviously, BTC is a big reason why ADA and the market are doing what they're doing right now. It's down back at about 111K or so. It's testing this 100-day moving average after getting a test on this yesterday. We obviously had a nice bounce off of that yesterday. So hopefully that's what we get here, because otherwise we're kind of in no man's land. There's not a whole lot here. We do have our 20-week moving average, our bull market support band down at about 108K. So if BTC does breach support today, that would be a very good spot for BTC to attempt to bounce. Ethereum getting a little bit of correction off of this as well. If ETH does come down, that 20-day moving average has been pretty darn good support, getting a bounce around there. So that is really what we're waiting for in terms of alts. I will say on the ETH BTC chart, we're sitting right at about that range that we were getting our rejections at all the way back here in September, November, and December of 2024. So it's taking a little bit of a breather right here before determining its next move. Now, really the reason why we're seeing some red this morning is we got overseas selling. You guys can see right here at about, about 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sell. Almost every single one of these candles is a sell. And of course, we worked our way down into long leverage. We saw liquidations take place. It's not really that surprising of a thing. Now, what I will say here is there's a lot of leverage down at about 82 cents. So that's something to watch for if we do get down to those ranges. And I will say short leverage is filling in behind here. So I can't complain about that. Across the crypto market, we've actually seen just $290 million in liquidations on the long side just over the last 12 hours alone. So yeah, just all the overnight liquidations taking place. And right now, ADA's gotten back to a point where we're at 11% imbalance to the short side. So that's at least promising. It's kind of a little more stretched out now. So it looks like people are taking a little bit lower leverage. That's not the worst thing in the world. We obviously know when people take high leverage, the market gets very volatile and flops all over the place, right? And we want more consistency. We want sustained pumps, and that's what we're trying to work towards right now. Now, what I will say is I don't think people realize how bad last week was on the institutional side. We actually had the second largest dump week ever in terms of BTC. We had $1.17 billion in outflows take place. We had the third largest dump week ever on the Ethereum side. So those are pretty two big notable things. But I will say, and I want to remind everybody, that we started to flip at the end of the week. Remember the news that a lot of people seem to have forgotten, that the Fed is very much indicating that they're about to pivot, that they're very much accelerating towards rate decreases in this next month. Guys, I would expect this to be a big institutional week. They're probably going to be buying a ton. We've seen that before. We know that impacts the market in a very positive way. And all we're seeing right now is the last bits of people capitulating. I will say as well, there was a big filing that took place. Canary actually filed for a Made in America's crypto ETF. This is a spot fund powered solely by U.S. invented coins, which, guys, ADA is a U.S. invented coin. That's a very exciting thing. And I'm guessing that ADA would have inclusion in this because, again, it is a top 10 asset in the crypto market. We did get a nice big boost in volume across the space. You guys can see $2.8 billion in AID over the last 24 hours. And even as this daily candle has started so far, we've gotten to $203 billion in trading volume across the crypto market. So I can't really complain about where we're at. I mean, I guess I could. I wish price was higher, right? But that's the way the market works. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And we started on a red note, but I don't think that's the trend for the week. But we'll see how things progress. That's where we're at. I'm sure there'll be more news that comes out. Just pay attention. We do have a PC report coming this week as well. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Share your love below. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think things are going to head as the day progresses? But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.